Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the New York Knicks. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Well, if you ask Karl Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age, and it's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. I don't limit myself. I try to be great at all skills." Kevin?
Yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And now the New York Knicks starters. LeBron James is out there with Davis. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Smart in at the two-guard spot. And for Milwaukee, Antetokounmpo out there with Towns. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
the
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now, here's Rubio. And it's in there.
Even though Davis gets bodied just a little bit, he still knocks down the shot right in the defense's face.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Davis. And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar level game.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
LeBron passes to Gobert. Davis down low. Giannis is there. Gobert trying to get open, and it's Davis missing. The Bucks with a quick start to this game. 4-point game. Good.
And Butler loves getting close to the basket. Once he's down low, he uses that strength and quick release to get shots off.
Beal with the block.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And Davis sends it back. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. And slam dunk by Smart.
Yeah, nice play by Smart. Under control in transition. Something also he's improved at.
Here's Lillard. And he lays it straight in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
James, the bounce pass. Lillard against Rubio. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Butler attacking. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
And the quickness on the drive, Butler showing how lethal he is cutting to the basket.
Butler against James. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Davis. 26 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Lest us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Towns dishes to Giannis. Out to the wing. And the pass to Beal. Outside, Towns. 5 on the clock. Pass to Lillard. This one for 3. Cans it from downtown. Lillard's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's James. Trying to get open as Davis. Some solid defense from Butler. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And yes, it's good. And that's now 7 points for Damian Lillard.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there. You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And after just 1 season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA. And the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that there wasn't a 1-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
Now here's Towns. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Didn't think that was going to go in.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Knicks trail by 12. Here's James. Trying to get open as Davis. LeBron can't get it to go.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Lillard, the pass to Towns. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And it goes down 2 points.
James so quick there on the draw. You got to know he's ready to shoot as soon as he's going to catch that pass.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 10. A 3 ball. LeBron grabs the miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Trying to find Davis. He's got it now.
Yeah, there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
And Davis sends it back. And he gets it back. And they'll keep possession. And they get it back. And they're able to recover. Here's Smart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there. Does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it. It's very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
And that one falls for Smart. You know, Greg, defense forgiven for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
And the Bucks making a change here. Williamson's checked in. So he gets the both.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Rudy Gobert, number one.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. 6-point lead. Antetokounmpo. And Davis sends it back.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
James with the bucket.
Yeah, there's just no guarding LeBron James when this shot looks this comfortable. That's 3 more.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Let's take a look at Ricky Rubio. Some stats on him. Last season's performance for him. Put up about 12 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Now here's James. 29 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. 6 to shoot. And Gobert kicks to Smart. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Let's take a look now at some numbers for Beal. He's coming off an excellent season. 11th in scoring. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. Now here's Lillard. He's got 10.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
Goes back up. That shot off. The Bucks go the other way with it. Butler dishes to Williamson. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Dishes to Lillard. Butler on the wing. Launches it. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
LeBron outside. Outside, Smart. Lets it fly. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Bucks leading by 6. Beal the pass to Williamson. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special. Well, the big story from the Knicks last season was the surprise trade that sent Porzingis to Dallas. Shook up the entire roster.
Well, never easy to trade a franchise player, but there was some rumblings that maybe Porzingis was not going to stay there long term. And a surprise deal made last year as Porzingis exited New York for Dallas. So the next opportunity for them was draft and free agency, and to try to get as flexible as they possibly could be for the next few years.
And they pick up 2. Beal's got his second bucket of the night.
Now that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
LeBron against Butler. Outside, Davis. Shot clock at 6. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Smart kicks to Rubio. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. Sabonis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton comes in for Jimmy Butler. Young is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Here's Nunn. Pass to Ingram. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Allen. Harris trying to get free. Allen's shot is off. Bucks leading by 8. Down low. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Now here's Beal. Young outside. Some solid defense from Harris. Knicks trail by 7. Nunn passes to Ingram. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Ingram's got 5 now.
And the touch from Ingram on the jumper. No way anyone can stop that from going in.
Young outside. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. 13 feet away. Some solid defense from Harris.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and, boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harris. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
Ayton, he's checked in for Williamson. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
He drafted 19th back in 2011 out of Tennessee. Tobias Harris came into the league very, very young, so his experience belying his age, and the improvement has been shown over the past couple of years.
Stolen by Smart. Goes up. And slam dunk by Smart.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Smart. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And that one falls for Beal. And both free throws good for Beal. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Nunn, defended by Young. Sabonis against Harris. That shot misses. Nice D from Sabonis. Beal from long range. It's good from long range. Beal's got 9.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Ingram against Middleton. On the wing, Harris. Rebound, Milwaukee. On deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Milwaukee. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. Tough nose Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
You call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it, but with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling. Pretty
Prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
On the court for the Knicks, they've got Tobias Harris. He's out there with Brandon Ingram. Allen is out there with Smart. And it's Nunn in at the 1.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
Here's Nunn following the basket by Trae Young. And the shot goes down. 10 points for Marcus Smart.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Now, here is Young. He's tightly guarded. Fires, high post. It's not going to go for him. So New York will take it the other way.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
What improvements, Brent, do you like to see out of players going from season 1 to their second season in the league?
Biggest thing, Kevin, turnovers. Player comes into the league, has an opportunity to play, wants to rush things, plays too fast, doesn't have an ability to slow down and make reads. From season 1 to season 2, and given the role and responsibility for that player, when you watch a guy who's ability to take away the mistakes, the simple mistakes he made last year, that's growth.
Because it's connected to so many other areas of his game.
Right, and he's not trying to do things that he wasn't capable of doing when he came into the league last year. He's understanding more of where it is that he's best suited in possessions and for that offense.
Good explanation. And Harris drops them both. Now Young. He's coming off a 31-point game against Boston. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Sabonis. Young up top for three. And another three for Milwaukee.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Nunn passes to Harris. Allen kicks to Harris. New York moving it around. Right side Smart. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Young with the ball. He's got 8. Three-pointer. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Nunn passes to Allen. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. For 3, Ingram. And the Knicks miss again.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there was some great first last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Young. They grab their own miss. And Ayton stays with it. And the Bucks lead by 18.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Anthony Towns checked in for Milwaukee. Thompson, he's checked in for the Knicks. James comes in for Marcus Smart. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. It's deflected.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's Beal on the wing. Back to Towns. Middleton dishes to Young. 5 to shoot. Towns trying to get open. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Here's Ayton. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Ayton's got 4 this quarter.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Nunn passes to James. Looking to end the run. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Young, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, Let him get to work.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. At the top of the key, Thompson. Passes it to Harris. Over Ayton. Harris misses.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And the Bucks with some changes. Jimmy Butler comes in for Chris Middleton. And Lillard subbed in for Bradley Beal. And then for New York, Anthony Davis comes in for Tobias Harris. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Now here is Davis. He's got 6. James outside. On the money from 12 feet away. LeBron's got 11 points.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
To the inside, Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Here's none, covered by Lillard. Fast break, Milwaukee. Butler with the ball. Here's Ayton, goes back up. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Young taking his time here. Inside, and Ayton throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
I would say that Trae Young's pick-and-roll game is fairly advanced for a player his age. What a treat to watch.
Rubio misses.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Ricky Rubio picks one up. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
A free throw drops for Butler. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision-making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision-making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
Now, here's Rubio. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Davis. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. And Towns gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's LeBron. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Got to be careful once LeBron breaks the seal of the free throw line. There's a lot of power and a lot of muscle coming at you. Usually it ends up with free throws.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And both free throws good for LeBron. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Now Davis, following the three-point attempt by Giannis. Giannis against Rubio. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Butler, and Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. The Knicks making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Williamson is checked in for the Bucks. Young outside, puts up a 3. Gobert pulls it in. New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Smart against Young. There's the pass to Davis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. Great showing for him last season. First in shooting percentage. Third in blocks. And one of the league's most ferocious rebounders. Always working. He was top 5 in that category.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. Now here's Gobert. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Milwaukee has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Pass to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
Amazing how much Lillard has spatial awareness when his defender's just far enough away. He's going to shoot that quickly.
Now here is Davis. 8 points for him. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
Stolen by Rubio. And for the Knicks, they're shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. On the wing, James. Defended by Butler. Back to LeBron. Tries again. Pass to Davis. Uncovered. He gets that one. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Lillard, the pass to Giannis. Knocks it loose. Here's Butler. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Misses off the right iron.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Shot's good by Butler.
And Butler just has it all. Likes catching the D by surprise with that silky smooth floater.
Pass to Gobert. And here we go. It's Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Butler's got 13.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
James in the post. Defended by Butler. And James gets it to go.
Now, this is why LeBron shoots such a high percentage. He picks his spots, and then he burrows his way right to the interior.
And Lillard kicks to Butler. The three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
Rubio, the pass to Gobert. Outside, Smart. And there's the pass to LeBron. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Fires for 3. Here's Williamson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul. And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Two shot.
And he makes the first.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Trae Young. And then for New York, Allen's checked in for Anthony Davis. And Harris subbed in for Marcus Smart. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Over in the corner, Lillard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Milwaukee, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He ended up with 15 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Jimmy Butler. Bradley Beal is out there with Damian Lillard. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Towns in its center. Here's Rubio, following the score by Damian Lillard. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Knocked away. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Poked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Up top, Rubio. Back to Davis. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Anthony Davis. Coming off a terrific season. He averaged about 26 points a game last year, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Davis dishes to Rubio. Loads it up for Davis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Beal, the pass to Lillard. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. Over Rubio. The shot is good off the backboard. Towns has got his second bucket.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
I just wonder for teams that are playing against Anthony Davis, 48 minutes of that kind of length out on the floor, he just becomes an imposing player defensively.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Ingram, he's checked in for the Knicks. Shot clock at 6. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Just 3 to shoot. Rubio the pass to Davis.
His poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along. He was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
Now here's Giannis. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Butler, no good. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Knicks. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
Well, Davis attacking right now inside. Big man playing big and giving this offense maybe a little bit more of an edge on the inside.
Now here's Towns. Giannis inside. Davis is there.
Great instincts by Giannis. Superb timing, and then he pounced on top of that miss.
The Knicks shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Rubio. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it to Ingram. Lets it go with a 3. The Knicks rebound. Davis. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 17. From deep three-point range, Knicks with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Floats it up for Davis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Gobert on him. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Rubio against Lillard. Yep, that one goes in there. Here's Beal. He's got 9. Pass to Towns. No good on the shot. Gobert with the defensive effort. To the paint. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Love whenever Ingram rises for the jam, just flushing it home in the face of the opposition.
Now here's Towns. Back to Beal. 4 on the shot clock. Good work defensively by Smart. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Up top, Rubio. Antetokounmpo defending. Antetokounmpo on the double team. And Smart the bucket on the assist from Rubio. 14 points for Marcus Smart.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
To the middle, here's Lillard, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Damian Lillard just working them over right now. One of the smaller guards in the league, but darts around so well to make plays.
Down low, here's Davis, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
And he's good on the second. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Passes to Middleton. Beal deciding where to go with it. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Beal's got 11 points.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here is Harris. He kicks to Davis. Gets to the corner and buries it. Davis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's an impossible shot to guard, Kevin. Davis got the ball and just rises up for the jumper there. The D has to be frustrated.
Here's Young. He's got 13. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Ingram outside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 9 points for Brandon Ingram.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Count that one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's Nunn following the basket by Trae Young. Six on the shot clock. Here's Nunn, defended by Young. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Young, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Difficult to try to stick with Trae Young, especially when he's rising up there.
Here's Nunn, defended by Young. Here's Nunn, and again it's New York.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Young inside. 17 points in the game. That one doesn't drop. Ingram with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Back to Ingram. Outside, Davis. And the pass to Ingram. He dishes it to Allen. For the 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. and that one's good. Williamson.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Nunn. He has 5. Here's Harris. Another shot, and it's Davis laying it in. Davis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
That's a big-time battle from AD on the glass. You see the athleticism to go back up with that.
Williamson with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And finished off by Williamson.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Ingram outside. Pass to Allen. New York moving the ball around. Now here's Davis. He's covered by Beal. Davis, the pass to Allen. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Allen's got his second basket of the game. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside, Beal. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Maybe not a super athlete or at least a hyper athlete in the Westbrook mode, but Trae Young's ball handling ability does some incredible things for him out there on the floor to create space and help him change pace for those kind of angles where he can score.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
This could go down as the win-win trade of the draft over the last 3 or 4 years. The 5th pick in 2018, Trae Young traded on draft day for Luka Doncic, and they might have put a little chip on his shoulder, one that he played with in the second half of his rookie season.
And the Bucks making a change here. Ayton's checked in, and so Young nails them both. 35 seconds left in the third. Harris outside. Pass to Allen. Here's Nunn. Back to Allen. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Young with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 22 points for Trae Young.
And now the defense, full attention and antennas up. Trae Young getting warm.
James, that's a 2-pointer. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Bucks ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Knicks shooting the ball at 42%. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Allen is out there with Harris. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then it's Barrett. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Barrett. Passes it to Harris. Takes the 3. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Saturday, it'll be the Golden State Warriors coming into town. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Miami Heat.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is the chance to create some separation.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Middleton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Ross. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
Yeah, man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Tobias Harris. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Bertines passes to Ross. Young outside. The pass to Bertines. Clock at 6. His three-pointer's off the mark. Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded by Ross. Allen's shot is off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now, here's Barrett. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
No good on the free throw. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
And the second free throw, good. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage from there.
Now here's Middleton. Pass to Ayton. Over Barrett. It's rebounded by Barrett.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
It's tipped. Fast break, Milwaukee. Makes it off the glass.
Man, how about the focus there? Middleton taking the contact well and then completes the drive with some style.
The Knicks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Wanamaker. Got a piece of it. Second chance shot. Hits it despite the hat. Great, strong finish. And he'll go to the line for one more. That one on Ayton.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The fourth pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
Lillard's checked in for Young. Thompson no good on the free throw. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
And so it's New York with it. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Passes it to Nunn. Great D that time from Middleton. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Nunn after the basket by Milwaukee. Lays it up off the glass.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. No good on the three.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Here's Nunn. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage.
Mm-hmm.
I laugh a lot
which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go to the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
And the Bucks making a change here. Vucevic has checked in.
One shot.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
Now, here's Barrett. Some solid defense from Lillard. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches?
No, it can't be that.
Well, I don't know if...
if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game.
Yeah.
Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time.
Yeah.
Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that anymore.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Nunn, covered by Lillard. Will it go? Here's Allen, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Lillard from deep three-point land. They get the rebound. Vucevic. Excellent D there from Allen.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's Wanamaker. The tray. The rebound by the Bucks. Ayton's got rebound number 15 here tonight. To the paint, here's Lillard. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Lillard's got 12 now in this quarter.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Wanamaker, the pass to Nunn. Doesn't go that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Now Bertans. Kicks to Ayton. Ross with it. Three-pointer, Lillard. Here's Vucevic. Thompson with the rebound. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Nunn. The dish to Barrett. From down in the low post, it goes.
Rabbit's foot in the shoe that time. Got lucky because the pick has to be better. It made no impact, but they still got the score.
Ross on the wing. Defended by Allen. Here's Vucevic. Here's Ayton. Back to Ross. From deep. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Wanamaker, and that one is good. Wanamaker's got his first points of the game.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Lillard with the bucket.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
The pass to Nunn. Back to Wanamaker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wanamaker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Lillard outside. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Lillard's got 35.
Man, both on balance and on point. Damian working through that mid-range area now.
Here's Nunn. Bertans defending, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. A lot of missing stats from the 60s and 70s, but if we could go back and look at those actual numbers, any players you think would really be catching our eye in terms of, wow, I didn't know that guy was that good, or he's better than I thought he was?
Well, don't we always look at the incredible, mind-boggling numbers of Wilt Chamberlain
yes,
and think,
yes.
What was that guy doing?
Yeah.
And we don't even have half of it.
No.
So Wilt Chamberlain comes to mind first. What I think about, Kevin, when that question comes up is how many great players through the 70s and also really through the 80s, because the three-point line wasn't accentuated enough, missed the opportunity to be even greater scorers. I mean, Jerry West with a three-point line. And
Can you imagine that?
You got to be kidding me. So there's a lot of gap of those players, too, that also because of changes in rules and because the three-point line wasn't in, that we would be talking about in terms of nostalgia and their accomplishments with a much different voice.
Even someone as recent as Jordan, with the rules the way they are now.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
With the openness of the floor and what Michael could do, as if he wanted to prove he could do more.
Exactly. Now here's Ross, and he banks in the layup.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Thompson. He kicks it to Harris. From 13, count the basket.
Beautiful in the mid-range there. Sometimes it looks automatic for Tobias Harris.
And so Young will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, reseeding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
Mm-hmm. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lillard.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Young kicks to Vucevic. And here is Berton. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Nunn. Harris outside. Off target from outside. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy, you have not been shy about setting the bar high for this team defensively. Now, how do you think you did at that end tonight?
We did our thing tonight. We came out, put bodies on guys. Basketball is a game of runs, and they got some great scores, but in the end, we did what we were supposed to do.
You got the last run, and that's what matters. Thanks, Jimmy. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.